Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and you know the routine. We do it every week. We've been doing it every week for how many years now? I can't even think. But first off, I want to say, if you're a first-time listener, be sure and check us out every week, every Wednesday and Sunday here on Prospector Radio. We don't just talk about gold. We talk about a lot of interesting things here. So if you stick around for the show, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. All right, first off, let me introduce Mr. Rich Cooley. What's happening, Rich?
Much. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, brother. How are you feeling?
Oh, better. I actually went out crabbing this weekend.
Wait, crabbing?
Yep.
Where can you go crabbing at?
Well, I had to go down to Maryland.
Oh, you went to Maryland.
Down to a place called Solomon's Island in Maryland.
Nice.
Pretty
down
cool.
by Chesapeake.
And did you get any crabs?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
We got 3 dozen altogether.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you going to make me some crab cakes?
I just did all the meat today, but probably not, because I'm going to make some crab cake.
At least he's honest with you,
Over by
Shad.
Darth?
What was that?
Were you over by Darth in Maryland?
No.
Different part?
Yeah, different part. I think I was way down south. I was down by the Chesapeake, I believe.
Well, what kind of drive was it for you?
About 3.5 hours.
Well, that's not too bad for that many crab.
Yeah, me and my neighbor went down and spent the night in a cabin that was colder than crap, but
Uh-huh.
I think it was colder in the cabin than it was outside.
Really?
Wow.
Man.
What kind of crabs did you get?
Blue crabs.
Blue crabs.
Blue crabs.
Did you name any of them?
And then steamed them, of course, they turn red.
Sweet. And you ate some already then?
Well, I ate 17 of them.
Holy
Wow.
cow, Rich.
And I have 18 left that I took all the meat out of them today to be able to make some crab cakes, but
Oh,
hopefully.
wow. That's pretty cool. Rich went and got him some crabs. Man.
And then, while I was down there, I visited a local dive shop.
And
And I was looking for a weight belt. And, of course, they wanted way a lot of money for the weight belt itself and then the individual weights. But they didn't have any real big, heavy weights. And I was talking to the guy, and he said, "Will you be interested in used stuff?" And I said, "Now you're talking. Let's go." And we went out to his trailer and started digging through all his weights, and I only ended up getting 39 pounds of weights, and I got 2 weight belts that I can link together if I have to, but I'll probably just end up using one. But I need to get a harness yet and then try to get some more weight. But
right. Cool.
I don't know what I'll do yet, because that ain't going to be enough weight for me. So
Well, you got to start,
my
though.
wetsuit on, so
You got your start. You didn't have none
at least
last
I got
week.
it started
That's
anyway.
right, because last week you had none.
Yep.
Now you got some, so that's cool. That's good, Rich.
I gave it to my neighbor, and he went to carry it. He's like, "You're crazy. You're going to be putting this on you and walking around." I'm like, "Yeah, why? That's only half the weight so far."
Oh my God! Hey, yeah, because you're looking at what, 70 pounds? Maybe you're thinking.
No, I think if I get to 50 and
50?
maybe do some ankle weights, I should be all right.
Okay.
Or if I put like one of those chest weight vests on,
Uh-huh.
and then just have the weight around my waist, that should be good.
All right.
And that way I have a quick release there to release that, and I only
Right.
have a little bit of waste on my chest that I don't have to worry about. So
Right, makes sense. All right, good. Cool. See, so it paid for you to go down there crabbing then this week.
Yep.
I had no idea you was a crabber.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought the hunting thing. I didn't
And
really
getting ready for hunting next week.
take some crab cakes with you.
Yeah, I doubt that. We'll probably do some. I have my stove up there.
Oh, so what's that
That
mean?
little stove that I got
Oh,
from
yeah.
Mr. Bogan.
Yeah, that's right.
I cleaned it all up and painted it, and I fired it up and burned it off, and it's ready to cook.
You are
So
ready.
I'll be taking it up there. We'll be warming up pizza and baking supper and all kinds of stuff.
Awesome. Way to go, Rich. That is cool, brother. Now you're going to be talking about something on Cooley's Corner tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to be doing part 2 of basically mining safety.
Mm-hmm.
Talking a little bit about what checklists they had and some of the overview and regulations that they inspect.
All right. That'll be cool. That's a continuance from what was
Yep.
the
From
last
last
episode. Very cool. Looking forward to that, Rich. Thank you for being here as always, my friend.
All right,
We
thanks for
appreciate
having
it. Oh, our pleasure. Also joining us tonight, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen? Okay.
Hey, everyone. I'm sorry.
Was you on
I
mute?
thought Shad unmuted it, but he didn't.
Oh, that's okay. I kind of noticed when there was that moment of silence. It's like, uh-oh. Just keep moving along here. So what's going on, Kathleen?
Oh, we had a beautiful weekend.
Yeah?
It wasn't as rainy.
No. Today was really nice, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, so we did some outside stuff, and we found this bucket of cons. I think it was like a combination of our last run
Right.
before we went to North Carolina, and I think just over the summer we had this bucket that we would just dump everything in.
We would put all of our ultra cons into it or something, so it started accumulating.
Okay.
And we would snuffer up some of the larger pieces and then stick them in there. But we ran them through the cleanup sluice, and oh my goodness, there was a lot of gold in there.
Really?
There's a lot of pickers.
Really?
I was
Yeah.
surprised. I think the pickers came from our last run,
Okay.
and I'm all excited about that. I spent all summer pretty much in the same dredge hole.
Right. And it's been paying off pretty good.
Yes, it's the hole that keeps on giving,
Yeah, obviously. See, yeah.
and it'll be
Jeez.
there next year too. So
Oh, yeah, and it'll
I
be
hope.
ready to re-give. Oh, wait. It don't replenish, does it? That's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I forgot
When-
about that, too.
You
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
once you take all the gold,
It's
that's
gone.
it.
Yeah, it's just gone. Never comes back. So, yeah. Dang. So, man, you did have a good weekend. Did you do any sanding or painting again this weekend, or no? You left that
I just
alone?
did the poly coat, the
Okay.
polyurethane coat
Uh-huh.
on the woodwork,
On the woodwork, okay.
and I got lightheaded. I mean, it was just crazy.
Polyurethane's kind of stout, actually. So,
Yeah, I was kind of feeling loopy there for a while. I'm like, I gotta get outside. This is
smart
terrible.
move. You should. Didn't you have the windows open or the doors or nothing?
I did, but it just wasn't enough.
Was it enough? No fan to blow out the fumes? No.
I'm gonna be
nothing?
smelling that in my sleep.
You will. Yeah, you will. And then tomorrow morning it'll be gone. So.
hope.
It will be. It's kind of like when you paint a car and it's like, oh my God, I smell it. And then it don't go away until you go to sleep and wake up and it's gone. I don't know. It's weird. It's just a weird thing. It's like your sleep erases it or something. I don't get it. But
Maybe.
how are the koi's doing
They were actually feisty today.
with that sunshine?
Yeah, the sun helped, and in the morning they were kind of cold, but by the evening they're ready to eat. I took one more picture of them. I think it's going to be probably one of the last I get before the winter, but did a lot of outdoor burning stuff, that brush piles
Oh,
and
jeez.
all that
You were
yard
busy.
work.
Yeah. Well, like I said, today was a perfect day for it. I mean, it was sunny.
It was.
I got my car washed. I was happy. So,
Hey,
yeah, it's all good. If I can wash my car, it's a beautiful day in my world. Then went for a nice long drive. So, it was all good.
nice,
You know?
nice.
That's what you do. How's the little baby one doing that was in that other pond?
Well, there's 7 of them.
Well, how are the 7 little babies doing?
Fine so far. I built little tunnels for them. Now they just hide from me, but they were used to all those plants, and we
Right.
took them out for the winter,
Yeah.
and so now they're just hiding in the caves. And
Did you know you even had those, Kathleen, or was it kind of like a surprise?
it was a surprise. Yeah, last week. 2 weeks. Well, was it
Well,
last
it's
week?
last week.
Last
It
week.
was last
Why
week.
last week.
Shad was moving the plants out of the little pond, and lo and behold, there were fish. Some of them didn't make it, but there's 7 that did.
See, that's cool.
Wow.
Now, one more question. What essential oil are you using tonight?
Well, tonight I've got a little lemongrass and clove going.
And that's what's that for?
we've got the diffuser going. Just for energy, mostly the lemongrass is for a good energy oil, and then the clove is a mental stimulant. So I sleep well with it.
Nice. That's cool. See, everybody, we're all about this.
See, I
oils.
tried, Kathleen. I tried the stuff that puts you to sleep.
It
knocked me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Dang, Dan. That's a statement right there.
I have been sleeping well. Yeah.
Mm.
Started these. I used to always wake up at 3 a.m. Right.
Right.
And now I just sleep right through the night.
What's with that 3 a.m.? I wake up at 3 a.m. all the time.
They call it the witching hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I was curious because I always wake up at like 3 and look at the clock, and it's 3 o'clock. Exactly.
Yeah. It's the spirits are all like,
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So why do we wake up, though?
Well, because you're in tune to it.
Okay.
You may be in tune to something, or somebody's trying to tell you something.
Okay, maybe. Maybe when I wake up at 3 o'clock tonight, I'll listen. See if I hear anything. I mean, come on. That's just weird. Every night, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
Well, that lemongrass is supposed to... It promotes psychic awareness, too.
No, it does. So that helps you tune in a little better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet. That is cool. That is too cool. I love it.
Yes, I got my website going for my essential oil.
What is it?
And
Well, can you share it with us?
Shad will share it again. I think you shared it last week, but
Well, can you tell us?
I think it's myYL.com / Kathleen Biffle.
Sweet. Okay. Shad will post that in the chat room
He'll
for
post
anybody
it.
wanting to check out Kathleen's Oi Oi. I think you should have called it oioi.com.
I'm so excited about it, though.
It's cool.
When you can't get out there in the creek,
Uh-huh.
it is something that's helped me. So
It has helped you. And we're going to be talking a little more about that later on after Rich's segment. We're going to get to know Kathleen Biffle a little bit better tonight, is what I think, everybody. So stick around for that after Rich's segment. Should be pretty interesting. Kathleen, we want to thank you for being here as always.
great being here.
No, it's great having you. Thank you so much. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got Mr. Shad Biffle. What's happening, Shad?
Well, I'm not ready for another work week. I'll put it that way.
It's going to be a short one for us.
Yeah, took
Why?
Friday off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. But I'm hoping the weather's nice and we maybe go some sluicing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to go sluicing?
Yeah, we think we'll go sluicing.
What now, Shad, for anybody who don't know what sluicing is, what the heck is sluicing? I mean, we know, but what if there's somebody out there listening that don't know? What is sluicing?
Well, there's a variety type of stream sluices out there, made most common out of aluminum. And what you do is you put it in the stream, you get your material, you dig it up, classify it through your classifier into a bucket, and then you'll end up with classified material that you feed into the stream sluice. Now, the top part of the stream sluice is opened up, kind of like almost a big V,
right?
And that's to allow water flow and direct it into the sluice.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll drop your material there at the top. It will then start running and separating as it hits, whether it's ribbed rubber and then into the riffles that has usually carpet and expanded metal.
Right.
And your gold's heavy, so it's going to drop, after hitting the riffles and catch all the heavy material there for you. And all the light stuff will go wash right out of the stream sluice.
Mm-hmm.
When you're done, you just clean it out and start panning and see if you're on the gold.
Nice,
But,
easy peasy. Nice and
yeah, there's a lot of different types. So there's like the dentist has them, the plastic all-in-one preformed ones.
right.
So there's nothing you have to undo, no brackets, no carpet or mats you have to take out. You just literally drop it in, set it up, and run it. So
I still like my Buckabilly.
Now, sluicing's pretty darn relaxing, ain't it? Though that sound it makes when
yeah, once you get your material, it's relaxing.
It is. It's just like
That's how we started.
Yeah.
That was our first piece of gear, like actually equipment, after a pan that we got.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, mine too, actually. And I still have my first sluice. It's just very relaxing to go put a sluice in and, like you said, just feed some material in it. The sound it makes is just, I don't know. It's tranquility, I guess it would be, right?
We're hoping to get the leaves, the color of the leaves changing, and then we'll be out there. It'll be so pretty.
There you go. So some sluicing hopefully this weekend for you, Shad, right?
That's right.
Awesome.
I'm sure we'll get out,
Oh,
at least on Saturday.
I hope so. I hope you guys do.
If it's not raining, we will.
I understand
Put it that way.
Now, what about everything else? Everything else going okay, or anarchy?
Well, on Thursday evening of this past week, I had a big mishap thing. I don't even know what the heck happened. But I was actually working on some videos for Wandering Buffaloes and also looking at footage from the Cronies Club outing to where my laptop that I use, it's my workhorse, it's not even 2 years old. It all of a sudden froze and it wouldn't boot up and the doesn't recognize the hard drive anymore.
Oh, geez.
So after calling around, talking to a few people, and it's pretty much the hard drive's ruined internally. So if I ever want to get the data off, I'm going to have to send it somewhere so they can professionally get it off, which it costs a pretty penny.
Oh,
but it has all of our family photos going back to our wedding, our kids. It has all the stuff we use for the show.
Oh, my
all
gosh.
the stuff for Wandering Buffaloes, stuff from the Marines.
Oh, geez.
Tons of other files and stuff. So I'll have to probably bite the bullet, and I'm checking around some different places, but
Wow.
it's really, I don't get what happened for that. Not even that old. Never dropped it. So, I mean, I can fix the laptop. That's not a problem. I can put a new hard drive in. I already got one to throw in there, but
that's crazy.
It's not, and I know people has a lot of things like, oh, you could get an identical drive. Well, it's not the controller board. It's actually the head assembly inside of it. It clicks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's what sucks.
And I have a lot of it. I have external hard drives. I have backups. But it's like because this computer wasn't that old, I never thought this would happen so soon.
No, God.
So I wasn't at that point where I was starting to move files off of it, because it was not even a 2-year-old laptop. So I was,
You think you're fine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely do. I'm just as bad. Well, it's like that's why now when I just today went and picked up a new hard drive. Tomorrow I'll put it in, but it's solid state. I'm done with the little spinning ones, the standard hard disk drives, because
no more. Right.
If they go bad, it's easy to get your data off. It just won't write anymore, but you can always get your data off if something like that happens. So, they're more expensive, but I don't care.
But they're worth it. I mean, when something like this happens.
I'll definitely, like some things, I don't really fully trust the cloud paying for other people, but I'll have my own external drives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not putting a lot of my info out there. Pay a company to hold it. I don't trust that. I'm sorry.
The cloud. Right?
Yeah.
The cloud.
The cloud. Where is the cloud, anyway? I wonder. One of them
right
things.
In Facebook's basement, I'm sure.
Probably, more than likely,
Google's.
Right? Yeah, Google or Facebook's basement is where the cloud is.
Yeah. So that was kind of the end of my week, and Kathleen can attest to my mood.
I can only imagine your mood.
He needed some essential oils.
I bet he did.
She assaulted me left and right with essential oils. I'm like, no, I don't want any. Next thing I know, she goes, let me feel your head, and then she would just wipe it all down my head, side of my face. I'm like, you got oils on there, don't you?
The sneak attack.
I'm surprised she didn't put him in a spray bottle and spray you like a bad cat. Just every time you act up, just spray you with oil. Shad, stop it. Psh, psh, psh.
No, but yeah, I got my angry, being mad out.
No, I bet.
It is what it is at this point, so it's moving forward, looking ahead.
Good. Good.
get stuff. It'll work out. It just sucks.
I know, brother.
That's all. It's just a really crappy thing to go through.
It is, and I'm just as bad. I don't have nothing backed up on all three of my computers, and it's going to happen, and I'm going to be like you, and I'm going to blame myself because I'm an idiot.
From now on, I'll go back to what I used to do way back, and it was a weekly backup.
Oh, really?
In the end, yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's something for me to think about, too. Maybe it's something for a lot of people to think about if they got anything important on their computers, right?
Oh, definitely. I still don't trust the cloud.
I don't either.
Keep your own data yourself.
It's the cloud. I don't know enough about the cloud, so...
Yeah. And on top of that, it got dark like at 5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, that's right, the time change.
Ugh.
Bummer. Right?
Yeah, let's fall back.
Yeah, what is this
thing in the world?
What is
at 4 o'clock? It was getting
dumbest thing ever? Why did we fall back? Why? Can anyone tell me the real logical reason why we do it still these days? I could see back in the 1800s, but not now. I mean, why do we do it?
There is a reason for that. We just watched a program about...
I think it's a scam.
I do too.
It's a government controlling
it. It's a control thing.
See? I believe that. It's all about the...
Although the folks I work with out in Arizona, they're happy about the time change on the East because now they don't have to come to work like, at 5:30 in the morning.
So, what time do they? What don't their time fall back to, or no?
No, they stay
the
same.
Oh,
so
see,
during the summer, they're 3 hours behind. Now they're only 2 hours behind.
See, that's
just Arizona, not Pacific, but Arizona.
Right, but okay, why is it okay for Arizona to be like that, and not okay for the whole world to be like that, or the whole United States anyway, or at least Ohio maybe would be nice. Leave our time alone. It's fine. It's not broke. Don't fix it. They're taking away an hour of our daylight.
Yeah, and I think, by setting our clocks back, especially if you think as a country and even globally, but forget the world,
right?
Just look at the U.S.,
right?
We're consuming a lot of energy. We consume even more energy now, when because stuff's dark.
Good
sooner.
point, Shad. I never thought of that.
You think they would just leave it be?
I know. I mean, winter's depressing enough. Don't make it darker sooner. And really make us more depressed.
Indiana used to never change time up until about a year ago.
That.
See? And why did they all of a sudden decide to do it? Oh, because Ohio does it? Let's do it too.
They copy off Ohio.
Politics.
Why, Dennis?
It's all politics.
We can't hear you that good, brother.
He said it was all politics.
Oh, it was all politics. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, there you go. Now we can hear you. Got to put it up there by your face so I can hear you. Dang it. Yeah, that's good. It's ridiculous, but they need to just leave our clocks alone. They control enough. They don't need to control the time, too, for God's sakes. Jesus.
Well, like Ed Marvin just said, pretty much now, you wake up, you go to work, it's dark.
Yep.
You get done with work, you go home, it's already dark.
Yeah.
Yep. It's depressing. It's dark, just darkness. It's like I can't deal with it. Another reason why I can't deal with winter. God.
It's that seasonal depression.
It is. There's an oil for that.
There is an oil for that.
Hey.
And I'll be oiled all up this winter.
There you go. Just keep that. Wait a minute. Keep that happy thought, Kathleen. Perfect.
Well, is there oil for Rich since he's got crabs?
I don't know. I was wondering that too earlier, but I didn't want to go there, Shad.
Let's just move on.
I was going to say, usually there's a shampoo for that, ain't there? I don't know, but...
Actually, there is an oil for that.
See, there's an oil for it, too.
She just looked it up in her oil Bible.
I didn't want to go there. I said, that one's too easy to touch. I am not going there. I said, I'm going to wait for Shad. Thank you, Shad. The gate is open.
Well, in case anyone knows, I'm not in the chat room, but I'm here with Kathleen and chatting on her. So if it sounds weird, it's probably me that says it, not Kathleen, if it doesn't make sense that Kathleen would say something.
Oh, great.
That's obvious, right? Oh, shit. Thank you for being here, brother. I'm sorry about all the chaos you've been having, man. It'll be fine. I know you'll work through it, and you'll smile like always. So thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Okay, Tim. All right, moving along.
Well, I was a little stunned there. You don't want me to say the market prices.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about it.
Gosh, I was like
And the
speechless.
birthdays.
Oh, my God, no, I always want that. Thanks for reminding me, because I get
Yeah,
on a
I was
roll.
just letting you walk the plank there.
Oh,
so.
my God. All right, you go for it, brother. Let's hear
All
them
right.
metal
Well,
prices.
gold did go down $1, but it's still at 1,232.
Okay.
So it didn't really move from Wednesday. So that's always good news.
Not bad. No.
Silver. Guess how much it went down?
Oh, I thought you was going to say, guess how much it went
3
up.
cents.
8
1
cents.
cent.
1 cent. Sweet.
$14.70.
Sweetness.
Now platinum, that is actually up $6.
Okay.
$869. So that one moved pretty good. I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't understand all that, but
Me neither.
yeah. But let's look. Palladium, that one has roared back, going up $23,
Ooh.
closing at 1,108.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, man.
That one just shot up out of nowhere.
Did. Man. Sneaky
And then
dick.
I think rhodium was 2,425 last I checked. So
Dang, that's rhodium. You know, Michael's not in there to tell you the price like he usually jumps in there and always says it. Sweet, Shad.
Yep.
Now, is Dennis, you singing tonight, Dennis?
Yeah, I guess I am. I mean, do I get this gig back or?
Of course you do. You wasn't in the room last time, and you wasn't here yet, so we had to turn it over to the C team. So it's always it's always your show, baby. The birthday singing. That's all you when you're here. You know that. You sing like an angel. So you doing it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Say when.
Let's win.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God! It just keeps getting better. I love it. Thank you,
Sings
Dennis.
like an angel.
It is. It's just like an angel. He should have wings, Kathleen. He should have. Okay, Shad.
Dennis. All right, so it's November the 4th. We have Alberto Jimenez, Albert, Andrew Swanson, Caribou Guy, then Chip, Hank Walther, James Medina, Jay Hill, Jeff Squibb, Mike, Nelson Lepe, Randy Plow, Roger Jerk, Sherry Crawford, and tomorrow we got Big Nugget, Don and Trickin, Gregory A. Jones, Gregory Allen Jones. Wonder if that's the same
I
guy.
don't know.
Kind of looks like it in a picture.
Yep.
It's his twin.
It's his twin, yeah. Jason Cohen and John Williamson. So happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, everybody. Dang. Way to go, Shad. Thank you for being here as always, my friend. Sorry I forgot tonight. I don't know how it slipped my mind. Just did. Won't happen again, I promise. Okay?
You got it.
All right. All right. Also joining us tonight, last but not least, the voice of an angel himself, Mr. Indiana Golden Hunter, Dennis Dayton. What's going on, Dennis?
Not a whole lot. I just have to say happy birthday to my youngest son, Montana. He turned 23 today.
Oh,
so.
happy birthday, Montana. Pretty cool. Damn, what?
But I, besides the weather, did a little playing around in the dirt and mud this weekend.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Run some stuff Saturday on my Tubby concentrator, and then went out today and went with Dustin and went to the Prospectors pit.
Oh.
And oh yeah, I tell you what, I think Dustin thinks there's something wrong with me because every time I drop the tailgate on my truck, I start giggling.
Why?
Because I'm pulling my advanced mining CC 690 out, and I just love that thing.
Oh.
I get all giddy.
Giddy.
It's just I can't. I'm telling you.
You have to. I mean, you
It's
just do.
It's a plug and play. It's so easy to use. It's just that easy.
I know.
And it kicks butt so bad.
I know. I told you. It's freaking amazing.
Well, I tell you what, the hole where we've been working, I normally have a front end loader, and we'll get scoops and we'll take it down to the lake. And we run our material there. Well, all the rain that we had, we had a nice hole right there of water.
It was probably pretty moist, wasn't it, with all that rain?
Oh yeah.
Was it?
It was what?
It was probably pretty moist, that hole.
Oh, it was real moist.
With all that rain, right?
Yeah. And
were there any crabs in that hole?
No crabs. That's funny. I don't care who you are.
I'm telling you.
But anyway, one thing nice about that machine is I was running an area and I was trying another spot because our really, really, really good material was underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm shoveling, and I'm getting in there, and I finally stopped and do a clean out. And I had some gold. I had a few pieces in there, and I thought, I'm going to move it a little bit closer. And I unhook it. It's on wheels. It's so lightweight, portable. It took me less than 2 minutes. I had it moved, hooked up, and running.
Mm-hmm. And then?
And then I was running and got some really good gold.
And then?
And then it got moist on me again and started raining.
And then?
And then I had to load it up.
And that was your moist hole played out, and you had you had to load up and go.
I'm laughing too much.
I still got.
Wait, what's Shad?
What, Shad?
Well, Rich drove just to go get some crabs, and then Dennis, in the end of the day, he just walked out all moist.
Yeah, he did, out of a moist hole.
I did. I was moist all over. I left the window down. My truck, inside of my truck was all moist.
Was it moist too?
It was moist. Oh my gosh.
Dang. I hate that. There's nothing worse.
But I did grab 3 buckets because I never leave that place without bringing some buckets of material home.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, I even believe the bucket. I got to show you the picture of the buckets I got. I almost got enough, I think, to run all winter.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Dang, that is sweet. All that from that moist hole.
From that moist hole. Oh yeah.
Moist hole.
I bet I got over 40 buckets now.
Dang.
5-gallon buckets full of material.
Wow, that's crazy. You know what? You got plenty.
But I still plan on getting more until that ground freezes. You're
gonna keep visiting that hole.
I'm definitely gonna get more.
Yeah, you're gonna keep going back to that hole, ain't you?
Yeah, I got 13 buckets sitting in right behind the back of my truck.
Man,
I didn't get to get them all filled because of the moistness raining.
It gets too moist, and you can't do much with a hole. You know.
No, but I gotta check them. I might have crabs in them buckets.
You might have. If you do dump some of that shampoo in there, it'll fix that problem right up, right quick and in a hurry. Rich started this. It wasn't us. Just remember that. It seems like it's Rich that starts it a lot of times. He don't even realize it, you know, because Rich is too serious.
Shad threw a little kindling on there and it helped.
Well, he threw a little, not much, just a pinch, you know. But I think Rich actually gets that fire all loaded up for us, and then he sits back there, and I can see him back there. His microphone's on mute, and he's just smiling. No. Oh no, it's not. Oh. Hey, Rich.
I'm listening.
Okay. See, you noticed that? He's just listening.
Rich Cooley is not amused
by our antics. I love it because Rich will start laughing.
Just listening to you guys yapping.
Rich will laugh, but he'll mute the microphones. That's what's funny. I love it.
But I'm looking forward to next weekend off.
Is that next weekend?
No, I got work next weekend.
Well, when's your next weekend off?
Weekend after next.
The weekend after next, okay. And then you're going back to the moist hole.
I think I'm going to go to a different spot.
A different hole?
I got to get my dredge wet.
Oh, well, hey. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your dredge wet, you know?
My dredge is, I'm starting to itch. I've been shoveling like crazy and you know, Actually,
Oh,
who
not
was
touching
it? I went Facebook Live today,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, who was it? He told me, he says, why didn't you just bring your dredge and put it in it? Oh, and I went, oh my gosh, why didn't I?
Why didn't you?
I know. I should have brought my dredge there.
I'm telling
And I was even telling Dustin, we should have brought my dredge here.
Well,
He
yeah.
went, you're right.
Hey, you should have got your dredge wet. You know?
I should have.
You should
But
have.
it'll be getting wet. I don't care if it's cold, if it's raining. It's going to get wet.
Is it? It doesn't matter. Cold, rainy, snow.
No, I got a wetsuit.
It's
I got a
getting wet.
wetsuit.
Oh,
It's getting wet.
It's getting wet. Yeah, definitely. I don't blame you. It should. Anytime you can, go for it. You know?
Yep.
You have
Oh,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, by all means. You know, without a doubt.
But you know,
what?
the real thing is,
What's
what
the-
inquiring minds wants to know is, how's Tim doing?
Oh,
What's Timmy doing?
God, I'm friggin' fantastic. You know? Great day.
I know you said you washed the car.
I got to get my. I didn't wash it myself because it was a little chilly, so I just ran through a car wash. But I was okay with that because it's a great car wash, so I'm happy with that. But I did detail the inside, so cleaned my windows really, really good. So I'm happy. I mean, even though Tuesday I got to go get it buffed out. Now the scratches, remember the scratches? That's Tuesday. So and
oh, cool.
and Kathleen and Shad knows how I've been having problems with my leg. Well, yesterday I went to see a chiropractor, okay? Because they sent me home from work Friday. Because they're like, you can't work. You go home and rest. I'm like, oh, come on. And they're like, no, you go home and rest. We'll pay you for the rest of the day. Just go home. I'm like, well, okay, I can't not then. So I went to a chiropractor yesterday, and he's like, I don't want to touch it without some x-rays because I might make it worse. And I'm like, oh, come on, really? So Tuesday, the same day I take the car in to get buffed out, I got to go and get x-rays, and then we'll know what he's going to do to try to fix this leg. So I don't know. It's just...
So what's going on? What is it you like?
It's like the sciatic nerve or something, I think, you know?
Oh.
But it's so bad, it's killing me. It's
Kathleen?
She gave me oil for it. I've been putting oil on it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I've been putting oil on it.
You need the deep
All right.
relief.
I think so. I think they just got to get in there and just get in there and do what they got to do. Maybe some moist heat. I don't know.
Yeah.
They get in there. A little bit
Well,
of that.
if you put those oils on a warm moist
Moist
washcloth
See?
and put it over
I'll
the area
try that.
too.
I'll try that. I'll try adding moistness to the oil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Warm.
You know, I heard a good crab bath will help.
It would. I'll get some shampoo for that. I'm telling you, they have it. But so yeah, it was actually really nice. I mean, I was glad the sun was shining. I was even actually able to put a coat of wax on my floors today. So life is good, man. I'm telling you, it's just good. And then I went for a nice long drive. I went for like.
Where'd you go? You just decided just to go? I mean, did you just got it and went, or?
I just jumped in my car and headed north, and next thing you know, I was in Cooley. Then next thing you know, I was driving back to Ashland. It was just a nice, beautiful day for a drive. Music blasting, just enjoying the road.
Those
man.
fun days.
It was. It really was. You know, because I know we ain't got many left. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going for a drive. And then I came home and cooked cheeseburgers on my George Foreman grill. There's a cheap plug for George Foreman, as if he needs another plug. But yeah, it's like, don't get any better than that, baby. Burgers on the George Foreman grill. Oh, actually, I went to see a friend called Jimmy Chew, is who I went to see. You know?
Jimmy Chew?
Jimmy Chew, yeah. That's what I went and seen up in Cooley.
He's like a shoe designer, isn't he?
Not the Jimmy Chew I know.
I was like, wow, you know him?
Oh, I wish I knew that Jimmy Chew. It was another Jimmy Chew, you know. I love it. I didn't know Jimmy Chew was a shoe designer.
Yeah, there's a shoe designer.
Wow, really?
It might be Jimmy Shoe, though.
It's spelled CHOO or something.
Shoe.
Chew. That's what I thought it was. Chew.
H-O.
Is it Shoe? Jimmy Shoe spelled CHOO is Shoe?
I don't know.
Oh.
I can't afford his shoes. That's all I can say.
Really? That definitely ain't the same Jimmy. No.
No.
Hey, Tim, did you ever get that recipe on the how to clean shirts, white shirts and stuff yet?
No. I think that's another thing we're going to have to touch base with Scott again this Wednesday.
I figured he would have sent you some kind of a list.
No, he didn't.
On how to do it.
But now that you mentioned Swiftwater, what are we going to get him on this week? We're not going to wait till the end of the show this time. What has he posted, Rich, this week?
Shad?
I haven't seen anything.
Well, I guess there was a Facebook Live him and his mining partner did, and first cold night at 50.
Okay.
Complaining it's cold.
Okay. So
send them a gift, something about being cold.
Thermometers are freezing, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Shivering.
But then there's this other picture of Scott where he's posing
in a white shirt.
He has his white T-shirt, his hat, and he's got his one leg up on a rock.
Okay.
He's like on the captain of a ship or something.
Like Captain Morgan or
Captain Morgan ones. Okay.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
That's it. It's Captain Morgan. That's what we're doing.
Morgan.
Captain Morgan. Everybody start sending Swiftwater Captain Morgan pictures this week. That is everybody's homework assignment. Captain Morgan pictures on Swiftwater's Facebook page. Or you can send them to him here on his Gold Prospector Space page. Send them to him there, too, if you're not on Facebook. And if you're not a friend of Swiftwater's, post it in the official Gold Prospector Space Prospector Radio Facebook page. Just make sure Scott gets those pictures of Captain Morgan. It's on. I'm going to do mine. I'm going to do mine while Rich is doing his segment. So, Dennis, awesome. Thank you for being here, brother, as always.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to go down the hallway here. Give me a minute. And bring up these commercials. All right, I'm back. So we'll be right back, everybody, after this word from our sponsors. And when we come back, it's time for Rich Cooley and Cooley's Corner. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
Just stopped by on my way home to show you all my gold.
You've been digging into some Jimbo's gold pay dirt.
Yeah, Jimbo's gold made me a hero.
Huh?
Got an amazing idea and supplies on sale from Jimbo's website. With bad weather, bored kids, and stressed wife, I threw a panning party for the kids and their friends. All the moms got a break, kids had a blast. Hero.
Happy kids, happy wife, great gold. That's why Jimbo's Gold is always my first choice.
Did you teach panning or share your prospecting knowledge? Then you are our hero. Tell us your story for a chance to receive a hero's reward at www.jimbosgold.com/hero.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cooley's Corner Part 2. Last week we did gold mining safety, and this week we are on Part 2, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the regulations. This is basically an overview of regulations either frequently inspected or, like, most often cited. Okay. If a MSHA inspector comes to your property for an inspection, the following is a list of regulations we think will be looked at. Remember, all miner operators are required to be in compliance with all the regulations that apply at the mine. However, the following is a good starting checklist for you. You can use this list as a guide for self-inspections on your property. If after inspecting your property, you can honestly say that you're in compliance with the regulations. Some of the stuff on the list basically is, the first one is required safety policies. And we're going to get into a little bit of each one of these things. The next one is records and examinations. Of course, you have your fire prevention, your electrical, your loading, hauling, and dumping, machinery and equipment, and personal protection and PPE, which is probably one of the most important things, is your PPE, personal protection equipment.
Okay.
First one we'll talk a little bit about is required safety policies. Emergency persons in charge of the mine. You have to have, of course, a competent person designed or designated by the mining operator shall be in attendance to take charge in case of emergency. And then you have the identity, which would be the legal of the operator. MSHA must be notified in writing legal identity of the operator and any changes within 30 days of the report. Representative of the miners, how a person becomes a miner's representative and requirements of the position. You have a company safety policies. Then, of course, you have traffic control rules, which governs the speed, the right-of-way, direction of the movement, and, of course, the use of headlights and appropriate visibilities are required. And then you have to also have the properly signs and signals that warn any hazardous conditions. Records and examinations, of course, first they start out with accident, injury, and illness report, which it basically requires a preparation and submission of a form. The electrical conductor size, which is electrical conductors must be in sufficient size and load carrying capacities, which also is protected from the mechanical damage.
Okay.
You have electrical continuity and resistance of the grounding systems. And of course, that test must be done immediately after installation, repair, and any modifications, and annually. You have an emergency first aid, which requires individual currently trained in selected topics and capable of providing first aid to be available on all the shifts. Emergency telephone numbers. Emergency communication system is required at the mine to obtain assistance in the event of emergency. Emergency medical assistance and transportation, which is requires the arrangements to be made in advance for obtaining emergency medical assistance. And then you have hydrostatic testing, which is certifications of hydrostatic testing shall be retained until the fire extinguisher is retested or permanently removed from the service.
Okay.
You have an independent contractor list. Also, inspection of self-propelled mobile equipment for defects. Inspections of workplace once each shift let's see what it say. Inspection of workplaces once each shift by competent person. So basically, they have to have an inspection, of course, each shift to make sure everything's in compliance. Mm-hmm. Inspection of your working places, of course, records of examinations. MSDS sheets, which is your hazardous material, which shall be stored in containers. Of course, we deal with a lot of that at my work.
Right.
It's material safety data sheets. It's basically sheets that keep records of the products that you have on hand. It tells you some of the emergencies of it, flashpoints, any different types of, I'm trying to think of the word. Like if you have a rash or something like that, it'll tell you what could happen. If you got to wash your eyes out or stuff like that. I can't even think of the word now. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, crap.
But anyway,
I can't think.
Of course, toxic materials are used in conjunctions with or discarded from the mine or milling of the product shall be plainly marked or labeled so as to positively identify the mature the hazard. We do that at my work also. Everything has to be logged in and dated and noticed of commencement or closings. It must be notified. Pressure vessels, records of inspections. Fire prevention, which fire extinguisher inspections, of course. Mm-hmm. They have other firefighting systems, quarterly inspections. Fire suppression systems, annual inspections. Records of inspections. Firefighting equipment, of course. A mine must have one site equipment for fighting fires. This is just a tip of the iceberg of what is required at these mining places.
I can only imagine.
And then all the safety stuff that you have, too. Of course, fuel lines must be valved, of course, to be able to shut them off in case of fires. Fuel safety cans.
Right.
Require small quantities of flammable liquids to be properly labeled. Storage of explosives, of course. Storage of oxygen cylinders, storage of waste materials. Then in electrical field, you have cover plates. Of course, dangerous conditions, corrections, fuses and circuit breakers, guarding lights, grounding, of course, installation on the wires and fittings, labeling power switches, lamp socket constructions. Of course, lockout, tagout. Anybody ever hear of lockout, tagout?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, yeah.
Dennis, what's a lockout tagout?
Lockout tagout means if I go work on any piece of equipment, I have to shut it off, put a lock on it, and then you go back and make sure, see if you can start the machine or stop the machine. Make sure it's locked out and got your tag on it.
Yep.
You shut the machine off, turn the power off, put a lock on it, and basically report it. If something's wrong with the machine, they fix it. And the only person that can basically unlock it is the person that locked it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have splices. I guess they're talking about electrical again. Permanent splices and repairs made in power cables. Testing for continuity and resistance. Of course, you have transformers. And then they get into loading and hauling and dumping. Mm-hmm. Of course, you have to have backup alarm requirements. And dumping locations, berms and guardrails. I'm not going to get into each thing because it's real long.
It's kind of...
Of course, with that, you, of course, need to make sure you have good brakes on your equipment. Check your service brakes and your parking brakes. There's dust control, from the piles of material.
Of course.
Loading, transporting, and unloading. Of course, making sure the loads are locked down. Parking requirements for mobile equipment, road cleanup, seat belts, of course. And you get into traffic control rules, window construction on your mobile equipment.
Dang.
A little bit about machinery and equipment. They check the conveyor belts, of course, your startup warnings, Your guard construction. Guards must be constructed and maintained. Other guarding, which is on material, like flying or falling materials.
Uh-huh.
Guards on any kind of moving machinery. High pressure hose safety chains. Of course, they put a chain on them, so if the hose does blow, it doesn't whack you. You know.
Right.
Of course, startup alarm requirements. Guarding of your overhead drive belts. Personal protection PPE. Access safe. Safe means of an access shall be provided and maintain all working places. Compressed and liquid gas cylinders. Valves on compressed gas cylinders. Dust overexposure. Emergency supplements. Fall protection, of course. Footwear, glasses, hard hats. And the big thing is housekeeping. At all the mining operation workplaces, passageways, storerooms, service rooms, floor of every workshop shall be maintained in a clean and operating condition. Of course, dry condition.
Right.
Noise exposure, so of course you got to have hearing protection. A lot of the decibels, if they're real high, you have to wear double hearing protection. Your push-in earplugs and then your headphones.
Right.
Which we have to do that a lot at our work. Openings and travel ways. Respirator programs, of course. You have to have fit tests and everything done. Scaffoldings and work platforms. And they also said seat belt maintenance. Snow and ice cleanup, storage of hazard materials, suspended loads. Here's a list that I basically got off the internet for. This is an example for a crusher screening plant.
Right.
And this is some of the daily inspections that they had to do. At the main plant, the guards in place, the head, tail, pulley, idler, chains, and gears. They basically have a list that you check it off saying it's okay or it's not okay. Fire extinguisher in place with the tags, handrails, safety harnesses, fall protection in place, hearing protection, proper PPE, hard hats, vests, etc. First aid kit, stretcher and blanket on the site, grounding and continuity certificate, list of the chemicals on the site, all chemical containers labeled. Of course, the MSDSs have to be for that chemical. Site conditions, of course, you have your house cleaning, neat and clean, your dump sites, your high walls, your stockpiles, and make sure they have appropriate berms in the hall area.
Mm-hmm.
Equipment number, basically, of course, they're checking the equipment for backup alarms, your fire extinguishers, PPE, lights functioning properly, seat belts in place and in working condition, brakes functioning properly, parts and trailers, gas cylinders secured upright, oxygen, minimum 20 feet from the fuel gases and combustible materials. Make sure to clear your airways or always and no trip hazards. Basically, this is some of the same stuff we just talked about here.
Right.
And a lot of the equipment says the same thing. Backup alarms, horn functioning for all the equipments, and making sure you have the proper air emission licenses, and that's basically about it. That's some of the stuff that I covered.
That is a lot of stuff.
Now, Rich, does how often do people would have to get MSHA training and certified? Isn't it every year?
Well, they have your annually inspections, and then they have a 3-month inspection also.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but for every employee or even people that visit, aren't they supposed to go through some mine safety health?
Yes. I haven't really got into that part of it, but yes, I think there's a yearly thing that you have to do on that.
I wonder what the cost is for all that, if you got to have that done every 3 months or whatever. I wonder if it costs anything.
Yeah, we did. I know we went through it back when we were going into open pit mines, working on looking for fossils and crystals and big quarries, and high walls and stuff. Had to go through all of that, and it was actually
The whole day.
Yeah, it was a whole day of training that they crammed in for us to go through. It was actually free for us because somebody through the Ohio Department of Natural Resources was certified to teach it and did it like for the club we were part of.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
The Mineral Society, the Rock and Minerals.
The Rock Mounds.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of this stuff we basically do at my work too, especially with the fall protection, your PPE, your hazmats, and all the hazmat material that we have, and labeling and all that stuff.
Sure.
And they have that for the mines too. So I mean, it's a big thing. There's a lot of stuff that you don't see on Gold Rush.
No.
See all that,
No.
Yeah, leave out any of the paperwork I'm sure that follows anytime somebody gets hurt or wrecks something.
Right.
Jeez, yeah. I can only imagine, right?
And then you have to deal with OSHA, you have to report your accidents, fill your paperwork out, have so many copies, and then...
That's crazy, though.
A lot of regulations.
They
more
don't
regulations.
tell you all that. But if anybody has any questions, Rich, what number can they call to ask you?
419-520-7574.
Yeah, operators are standing by to take your calls if you've got any questions about tonight in Cooley's Corner.
Or even comments.
Or even comment on it. Correct, right, Kathleen? Makes sense. Comments or questions are greatly appreciated. Don't be shy.
Yeah, they were in the chat room talking about that individual. Remember the individual that was out in the middle of nowhere on that mining thing?
Mm-hmm.
Up in Alaska, yeah.
Got attacked by a bear, I guess, and died.
Oh, okay. I got you. That's what
and that's kind of weird because, these regulations basically said that there has to be stuff on that site. So evidently they wasn't within regulation if they didn't have this stuff there at that site.
Right. Yeah, right.
I bet you the more remote places are, the more they don't really follow a lot of the rules.
Probably not.
And do they even know they're there is the other question,
Right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that list that you ran off, holy cow, I'm sure a lot of workers aren't even probably aware of everything unless it has to do with their specific job.
And that's basically only half of it, I mean, it gets into more technical stuff too, which I wasn't going there, but...
Yeah, I can only imagine the stuff, that...
I mean, I had 11 pages just of this.
God. Man, that's crazy. There's a lot. I can imagine having to go through that every year. I don't know how they would do it. It's nuts. I know we got to deal with that like once a year or two in the healthcare business, but it's nothing like that. But it's bad when what we have to deal with. So I can only imagine that would just be like, why do I even do this? It's a lot.
Well, and
of work.
I'm curious though too, because you mentioned Gold Rush, and obviously because they're in the Yukon in Canada.
Oh.
I wonder how similar, or how what are some differences between their rules and regulations that they have to run a commercial mining operation, opposed to what somebody in Alaska and the U.S. would have to do.
Yeah.
I bet you it's a lot less. I bet you, because, man, we got so many regulations in the United States, I bet you Alaska's not as bad.
Don't think?
Or I meant Canada.
You mean Canada.
I don't think Canada's bad. Yeah. I don't think Canada is bad. I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't think, but I swear I've heard him mention, like, M. Shaw before, like, when Dakota Fred was on the show, remember? And they were, I swear I heard him mention it. But I don't know. Something we don't know. If anybody knows, give us a call. 419-520-7574. We'd like to know that answer. If if Canada's a little less lenient than the U.S. on...
Oh, I'm sure they're probably not.
Probably not, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought they were more.
Maybe more. Ooh.
Well, Randy Lewis says not too much difference, really. So they're probably pretty consistent in a lot of their operations and rules.
Maybe being mine safety, because, like you said, it's dangerous. So you never know. This is for sure. Crazy. Man.
And also, everyone, if you'd like me to cover something, say you're new, never been here before, just started listening to us, and you're interested in hearing something, please send me a message.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you can do that by either putting it in the chat room or side chat me. If you go over to the side over here by members online, if you just click on my name and Rich Cooley, and just there's a little drop down arrow there. You can start chat, or you can go up into your inbox, and you can friend me up there. Just type my name in, send me a friend request. I'll approve it. And you can send me a message and let me know what you want me to talk about.
It's that simple, ain't it, Rich?
Or also, you can go to the suggestion tab.
Oh.
Where is that at? Suggestion box.
Mm-hmm.
If you type in that suggestion box, click on that, and go in there and write your suggestion in there, I could get it there too.
That's right. Pretty easy over there on Gold Prospector Space to...
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. I'm telling you, it don't get any peasier than that. You know? It don't. It really don't. That's what's nice about Gold Prospector Space. You can send a message. You can post videos, pictures, chat, listen to us every week. You know. And then there's so much more going on. Oh, definitely. You know. I'm telling you, it's Gold Prospector Space is the place to be, to hang out if you're a prospector or metal detectors, or hey, you don't even have to be. If you just want to know what are all these people doing over there, just join. You may.
Well, you can hang. Yeah. You can hang out anytime.
That's right. Just like you can listen to the show anytime. You don't have to be a prospector or a treasure hunter to listen to us, because that ain't all we talk about. We talk about lots of things here. We talk about
like oils
and crabs and moist holes. I mean, we cover pretty much the gambit here. I mean, so it's hard to just
prickly pear sauce.
Prickly pear sauce. Swiftwater's clean white T-shirt concoction that makes your T-shirts whiter than they are when you buy them. All that.
We need to make a Christmas gift basket for the radio show.
Okay, what's going to be
really creative?
Okay,
and the prickly pear stuff is definitely going in there.
Prickly pear sauce. What else? Maybe a bag of dirt.
I think a white T-shirt,
a white T-shirt,
or maybe some OxyClean.
OxyClean.
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea, Kathleen. We should do that for Christmas. Christmas giveaway. Want to do it, guys?
Morgan rum.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put a nugget in the OxyClean so you have to pan it.
I like that idea, Shad. Yeah, that's what we need to do. We should do that. Christmas basket from the things we've talked about on the show. I like it.
And you get a blow up doll of Scott Swiftwater Toady.
You get a crab in there.
You can have a stuffed koi.
Some moist dirt.
You get a teddy bear versus koi.
Yep.
Somebody would.
You get some moist dirt. You get we just a little bit of everything that we talked about.
I think
here.
we could have a lot of fun with this this gift basket.
I think we could do. I say we do it. I wrote it down. Christmas basket.
Well, let's start now, so we don't have to scramble and think of stuff again.
Yeah.
So what is
Christmas is just around the corner.
It is. It's like a month and a half away, if even that now. So
maybe we'll bring that song back to life.
We have to do our song again this year. Oh, we have to.
Oh, yeah, we do, don't we?
We do. Yes, we're doing that again. Thank you for the reminder, Kathleen. Kathleen, are you going to read
Merry Christmas.
Are you going to read The Night Before Christmas again, Kathleen?
The night.
Remember?
I can.
Remember you did the prospecting version of The Night Before Christmas?
Yes, I'll do that. I still have that on my computer. My hard drive didn't break.
Perfect. So everybody's got that to look forward to. Yeah. So where's the whitest T-shirt we could possibly find at, Shad?
I don't know.
Scott's house.
Other than Scott's house. Make Scott donate the white T-shirt.
Yeah,
that's what we should do. Scott's got to donate the white T-shirt for the gift basket.
Oh, you go to a satellite view, you can see in Arizona. You can see a bright white light.
I noticed that. I went on Google Earth and that's how I found Scott. I just looked for this big white dot and I zoomed in and it was Swiftwater standing on a rock.
We gotta stop laughing. We're having way too much fun here.
I'm just curious, and I bet he didn't do it. If he went, what was it? You said 15 miles away to that one event that was nearby where he could have rode a pig or something.
Oh, Wild West, Cave Creek.
I guarantee
Arizona.
he didn't do it. You know he didn't do it. He was afraid.
I know.
He didn't want to get his shirt dirty.
In that.
I know, me too. He's our West Coast guy, and that was 15 miles. I mean, he could have
15 miles.
He could have walked there, for God's sakes. He just didn't want to get his shirt dirty.
Yeah, he's out in the field now too. So
that what, Rich?
I said he's out in the field now too.
Yeah.
He's not even around where he's at.
Right. So he said it was 15.
Oh
miles.
no! Every night he's in the campground right by town. So no, he's not out in the field.
Oh, by town. Okay.
He's out in the field. Yeah.
He's not camping out there on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Just look for the glow in the dark T-shirt.
That's it. Yeah. So Scott's got to donate the white T-shirt for the.
I wonder if he puts a black light on him at night when he's prospecting.
Oh, I bet he glows.
Oh, that's funny.
Looks like an orb. So glowy. I love it. Yeah, Scott donates the white shirt, definitely. So
poor Scott.
Not poor Scott.
No.
He brings it on himself.
He does. He just makes it too darn easy. But we will get that recipe for everybody. Hopefully this Wednesday, if Scott can get.
I hope so, man.
I know.
I'm confused.
Me too. My T-shirts are not as white as they need to be, so I need it.
I know, right?
These are magical T-shirts when you're out prospecting and mining, and
they never get dirty.
They don't get dirty.
That's the greatest part. It's like he's out in the desert and they're white as white I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you know what?
What?
You know what, Tim?
What?
Now, he's got a formula I haven't figured out yet for white T-shirts. I wonder what the formula would be for, like, colors. Because, I like to wear the bright orange and bright green shirts.
Well, look at his bandana. It's sparkling color, too, and Scott
don't
get dirty.
I'll have to ask him Wednesday.
He's the only prospector miner I've ever seen that don't get dirty.
It makes me wonder, if you open up Swiftwater's closet, what would you see? Probably 20 white T-shirts.
Probably. 7 pairs of jeans.
2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of khaki cargo pants.
Yeah.
10 bandanas.
Yeah, 10 bandanas.
And then the 1 pair of overalls.
And his boots.
And his boots,
and a mustache comb.
Well, and his Uggs, too, that he bought for his
That's the boots I meant, his Uggs. And a pair of Crocs for evening wear. So remember, everybody, if you could find a Captain Morgan.
Hey, I already posted mine.
I found one too.
Was he posing on the rock thing? Or have his leg up?
Mine did.
Mine did too.
I must have a sucky GIF thing then, because.
Well, where'd you post it at, Kathleen? Where'd you post it at so I can put one in there?
Scott's page.
Okay.
Mine just has pictures of Captain Morgan, but he's not standing on a rock or got his leg up. I'm like, well, that sucks. I'm like, if I just put a picture of a captain on there, he ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. Will he?
Well, with everybody doing it, he'll figure it out.
Oh, you think he will?
Mine's just a picture of him, but it says Captain Morgan.
Okay, well, mine didn't even say that. I typed in Captain Morgan.
All right. I'll be getting a message from him now. What's everybody talking about?
All right, let me just put a picture of a captain. Okay.
Well, he never questions it, though.
No, he don't.
I'll send you.
Oh, does he to you?
Yeah. What's everybody
I just want to see how long it takes him to catch on.
Will he catch on?
No.
That's what I was wondering, because he never says anything, unless he only says it to Dennis.
That's what I'm wondering. If he only says it to dentist.
Well,
Yeah.
I sent a
dentist.
photocopy. I think it was on the group chat thing we got. Or did I just send it to you, Shad? Remember when he started asking? Oh, I can't remember when I sent it. But yeah, he'll ask me, "What's this about? What's everyone talking about?"
He needs to listen to the show.
He does. Yes, plain and simple. He does. That's all it is. All right, so let me go down the hallway real quick.
Uh-oh.
pull up a commercial.
There it goes.
Yep, going to get me a commercial going. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get to know Kathleen Biffle a little bit better tonight. So we'll be right back, everybody.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
You're listening to Prospectors Radio, bringing you 2 hours of information and commentary on the fascinating world of gold prospecting and treasure hunting.
All right, everybody, we're back. And
Wait, hold on. I gotta sit down. I was dancing.
Oh, I was too. My head was bopping, and oh gosh, it's great. I love that little music there that goes with that. Are you ready, Kathleen?
I'm ready.
All right, everybody. You know, we've been thinking, and we got a lot of new listeners here on the show, and we got people that just don't know who we are here. You know, that hear us every week. Who are these guys? You know, and girls. Well, each week, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little segment, get to know the hosts of Prospector Radio. Simple, but effective. So this week, we're starting it off with our very own Kathleen Biffle, because Kathleen is, to me, she seems like she's one of a kind. I've never met nobody like Kathleen that, oh my God, I sometimes...
People always tell me that, too.
I can't come up with the words sometimes to describe you. You know, it's like, when Kathleen tells you, you know, what she does and who she is, she, to me, doesn't fit. I don't know. She's an amazing prospector. She's came so far.
I'm starting to get very, very embarrassed now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I'm flattered. Thank you.
All right, so what we'll do, we'll let Kathleen tell this, because nobody tells it as good as she does. All right, Kathleen, first off, you know, thank you again for being a co-host here on Prospector Radio. But I want to know a little bit about you. I mean...
Well, it started when I was... No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's fine.
Back in 1973. No. Well, it's great to be on the show, Tim. And I was really happy when you know, Dennis, and I was talking... Dennis is how, like, I started listening to the show, honestly.
Uh-huh.
The pirate, the Indiana gold hunter.
Yep. Himself.
But anyway, I've always been a rock hound, right?
Right.
Ever since I was a little girl, I was a little girl that had, you know, played with worms, and I carried this wagon. I remember carrying this wagon around with me when I had to have been like 7 or 8, I don't know. But after it rained, I would go out with my little wagon and just, collect stuff. I don't know.
Really?
So I guess I'm kind of a pack rat.
Okay. But that's okay.
And rocks. Yeah, I always had rocks and, even if I thought a stick looked pretty, I was always outside. I was just one of those kids that was always liked to be outside.
Right.
So as, I grew up, I kind of let, you just get into that mode where you have different priorities and you're too busy doing climbing that ladder and going to school. Seems like I've been going to school forever.
Right.
I don't know. It was different. I kind of lost sight of that part of me. And I just recently discovered it again. After, doing this stuff or running that rat race, it was something that relaxed me. And it really brought me back to what it was like when I was a kid,
Right, but
I'm a big kid right now.
Right, but you climbed that corporate ladder, and
yeah, I'm not to the top of that by no stretch of the imagination.
Right.
But yeah, I'm to the point where your priorities are just different, and life is just too short to just be that driven, I guess.
But the way I would see, if I seen you on the street or at work and didn't know you, I would think, okay, there's a professional woman, and every weekend she's either at the spa or getting her nails done, and I would couldn't be wronger, if wronger is a word, but
wronger.
It is now wronger.
Well, people are surprised that I have this part of my life, and to me, it's just like second nature, just to always be doing something. I don't know. Shad and I, we like to say we're actually doers, and that's something we have in common,
right.
And which makes a big difference if you can find someone who shares the same passions as you.
Well, sure.
So I've been able to have this second persona, I guess, if you will.
Okay, no, it's good.
It's fun, and Shad and I love doing it. And the videos, it's like my daughter, she's in college, and her roommates, and they get into YouTube and all that's vlogging and whatever they call it. But anyway, they found out that we were the Wandering Buffaloes. So and they became subscribers.
Oh, sweet.
This whole other, they don't prospect, but they think it's kind of interesting, same kind of deal. They like, everybody likes crystals and rocks. Come on, what's there not to like about
Agreed.
that? But it's like another thing. It's from the earth, and
it is.
Yeah. But anyway, her friends are like, hey, your parents put out another video. I think that's funny.
It is. It's great. Does she go, oh, yeah, I know. Is she embarrassed, or she's like, yeah, they do that all the time, and yeah, that's cool.
So that's kind of funny, because we have 5 kids, and we're raising 5 kids.
Right.
4 now.
She's gonna always be our kid, even though
she's out of the house. Done.
Oh, she came home.
Check the box.
She came home tonight.
She wanted her hair dyed. I told you that's why she came home.
She wanted egg rolls, and she wanted her hair dyed.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Kathleen was like, she just missed me, wanted to see me. Then it came out while she was
Thanks
really
a lot
hoping.
for bringing that. Thanks a lot for pouring the salt in that one.
Yeah, for busting that bubble, right, Kathleen?
Yeah. Well, I'm a mom, and there's women out there who are listening, and they're moms, and they're, they've got to balance a lot of things, and this is a good outlet.
You find it as a great stress reliever for you, don't you?
It is a great stress reliever. Even though I'm into the oils, this is my first choice, of course.
Right.
There's nothing like going out in the stream, and we're really looking forward to. I don't really care what the weather's going to be doing, just to get out there and just sluice.
Right.
Get back to the basics, and
that's the
I was
thing.
very excited about this.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like I can only imagine how many, women and men also that suffer from a lot of stress or the everyday, just the everyday crap in our lives, and it's that simple to relieve it. I mean, I don't know if they just think it's dirty, it's nasty, blah blah blah. It's useless. Why do you do it?
And people are always like, well, do you make any money? That's the first thing
Always.
they say. Like, do you make any money off of it?
Always.
And I was like, well, probably not as much as I put into it. But,
no way, right?
I used to golf, and that was kind of ridiculous.
Right.
How much things cost. And,
yeah. And look.
And Shad and I had to find another hobby, too, because we would golf and just get competitive, and then we would fight, and then it just wasn't fun. But
Right,
this is something we both can get into.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, we still have some competition, like if we're out dredging and we want to see who can get the biggest piece of gold that day.
Right.
So that's still
that
that's
competition
still something we
there.
do.
I mean, there's still that competition there, but it's good competition. It's like, because at the end of the day, it all goes in the same vial, don't it?
That's right.
See?
Yeah, Kathleen's vial.
Kathleen's vial, exactly. But it's just that thing that you don't picture Kathleen to be the type woman that's down there in a creek and her water's going in her waders and she don't care. It's like, I don't care.
Well, I tell you what, I jump in here. When I first met Shad and Kathleen, and what really kind of surprised me was, they pulled up in a Jeep, they pitch a tent, and, they're roughing it.
Uh-huh.
And, then you go visit them in their nice big 2-story home with their Mercedes sitting out front, and you find out they're both worked in banks, and and then when they get ready to go out, man, I mean, they're like dressed to the max.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, I couldn't believe that. And usually someone that's upper class, they won't want to
They
get
don't
their
do
fingers
that
dirty
stuff.
or nothing like that. No,
We're not upper class.
We're middle class.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Upper middle class.
Okay. But yeah, they usually don't want to get dirty. You're right. You're right.
No, they don't, and that impressed me because they're not afraid. They're not afraid to get out and do it.
No, and they do it well. I remember when I first met them, and I was really impressed with them both, and I was like, they got something here. I could tell, I could see it, especially in Kathleen's eyes, that she had the fever bad, and when I let her use my dredge that day, I knew she was done. She said,
that
she was done.
I'm gonna always remember that too, Tim.
Yep.
Like, I'm never gonna want to sluice again.
No,
but I do.
Of course, you do. But
at the time, I was just like, "Oh, dredging is just amazing."
It's it. It's like, oh yeah, it's just too good. And she was gone after that. And
Dennis, he hooked us up with our first motorized piece of equipment.
That's right.
It was the Martin high banker.
Yes, it
right?
was.
Yeah. Well, I noticed when I met him, you guys were using that sand and something.
Yeah. Golden
and
sand.
Shad would be done on the bank, and Kathleen's still in the water running that thing.
She would, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
She
Keep
wouldn't
going.
quit.
No, never stop. And that's
that really toned my arms that summer.
I bet.
Maybe I should go back to doing that.
But it's just the whole thing. I mean, you look at, like I said, Kathleen and her life, and she is a very dedicated prospector who she'll travel 1,000 miles to dig for gold. That is devotion, and like, no, you can't get me out in this cold weather to dig. It ain't happening. But Kathleen will go until she can't get through the ice, and yet she'll smile the whole time. I mean, it's almost magical what it does to people, and for anybody that hasn't tried it, I mean, it's something I think everybody should try. Because, I mean, Kathleen, I wonder what you'd be doing today if you never prospected.
Oh my gosh! And I would probably have gone crazy, and
yeah, right.
I don't even want to think about it. Just to imagine how things used to be when I was, gosh, I think 2015 was one of my most stressful times, and I hadn't discovered it yet. I knew about it, and I joined the GPAA, but didn't really go out and talk to anybody. And then that's when, I started getting out on YouTube and finding these things. I just couldn't imagine what it would have been like. And this community is just full of all walks of life, right?
Yep.
We all have our little thing, and
sure,
we're all different. And the commonality that brings us together is this wonderful thing. And what you do, Tim, for the show, and I'm just flattered that you guys wanted me on here. I used to call in.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you calling in back in the day. But you were perfect for the show. I mean, you brought this whole new outlook. I mean, because you were kind of green back then. I mean, but look, I always say, look how far Kathleen's come from when she started the show even. You were just so eager to learn, eager to share. It's just amazing. And you had to be here with us. You had to be. I mean, there was no way that the show, I don't think, would be what it is without Kathleen.
No, I saw it the first time I met her.
Yeah.
I knew she had what it took.
Yeah.
And she does.
Yes. And you told me, and, we all agreed that we need to ask Kathleen if she wants to join the show because she just had it. And
well, and I thank Dennis for that. He was one of the first people I saw on Facebook, and I'm like, wow, he seems like a really funny guy.
Yeah.
And I never thought ever in the whole wide world that I would ever be prospecting next to him sometimes,
right.
It's been fun.
It has been.
We've had a good, 2 years now?
At least, right? Yeah, it's been
It's been longer than that.
It seems longer than that, but I think it's only been like 2 years. But it seems longer.
2016 is when
it seems longer.
Don't it?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dang. But that's the thing. You these choices we make in life, it's like every little decision affects our life. And had you made a different decision that day, you decided to become a prospector and get a gold pan and stuff. I mean, it always makes me wonder where your life would have led you. And would you be as stress-free and stuff like that? Or it's the things I wonder. I mean, look, you do your dredge art now. You do so much for the show. It's amazing the stuff you do. And
And she comes to Indiana and finds the biggest gold.
Yep. See, that's our Kathleen Biffle. She's amazing.
She's got the biggest piece of gold in Indiana. Bigger than I've ever found.
It's still the biggest piece of gold, yeah.
It is.
Well, no. I stand corrected. Out east, it's the biggest piece of gold.
On the east, right. Okay.
You can't compare Arizona to the Midwest.
No, definitely
not. It's not even close.
But, so Kathleen, 10 years from now, where do you see Kathleen being?
Ooh, my favorite question.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Well, in 10 years, I got it all planned out.
All right, let's hear it.
Well,
Not
cool.
really, but
I'm
we'll
wondering
see.
to hear this too then.
Well, I definitely will be married to Shad still.
Okay.
I hope.
Okay. If he behaves.
Put up with me. I'm going to be living out west. I'm going to be in Arizona. I know I will be.
Mm-hmm.
It calls to me, and that's just where I want to be.
Right.
And whether I'm still working my job, it doesn't matter because I'll be out there getting to see the desert and to come home and see that every day out my backyard and have most of the days be sunny and don't have to worry about this gray that comes with Ohio. I mean, that right there, definitely. Shad and I will be wandering around
Definitely.
But wandering out west,
Definitely.
because now we've got new adventures where we've both lived on in the Midwest for a long time, and
right.
we've been up and down the East Coast together. We've been around the world together, and we're going to continue to be together.
That's awesome. It really is. And I just wonder if when you get out there, if you'll start swinging a detector for gold, or
Maybe I will if it's one of those easy ones that you just turn the button on and you don't have to worry about settings and
the gold monster.
All of that. Yeah, I
There's
think
a cheap plug.
Yeah, the gold monster. Yep.
Another cheap plug. Yep. Gold monster. That'll be for Kathleen.
I think that's gonna. I would get interested in it, if I actually had a decent detector. But I tried to learn on one of these little. What kind of detector is it? It's a relic hunter, right?
Bounty hunter.
A bounty.
Just those little
a bounty hunter. See.
$300 detectors.
Okay.
We went to the Alum Creek State Park. We live right next to it, so we can just walk around those woods. And one day I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to find something really cool. I'm going to find a ring, and
right.
I didn't find anything.
I found a beer can
I would have been
18
happy.
inches deep.
Holy cow.
Happy with beer can. I didn't even find that.
But we did find, I found loose change right around where the bathrooms were.
Oh, okay. Where people are dropping their pants. Nice. See? That's our Kathleen Biffle right there. And I hope
it's great to meet you. If you are listening for the first time, I apologize. I'm so giggly. Sometimes it annoys me. So I'm just gonna put that out there.
No, you have to do that.
I'm really sorry about the giggling.
Oh, don't.
Hey, nothing wrong with being giddy.
Don't ever stop being giddy. Right. That's you, and that's the show.
Sometimes I forget, and I'm in a meeting, and I'm like that, and people are just like, "What is her problem?"
I love it. It's perfect. It is perfect. Gosh. It's Kathleen, and that was definitely get to know
Crazy Kathleen.
That's right. Get to know Crazy Kathleen, the Koi Lady, right here on Prospector Radio.
The Koi Whisperer. The Koi Whisperer. What else do I do?
Oil.
The oil whisperer.
Oil lady.
Yeah, the oil lady. But definitely always be yourself, Kathleen, because that's what makes you, and that's what makes it so special, you being here on the show. You are you, and we love that about you.
And I love you guys. I mean, I think this is a good crew.
It is. This is the crew of
We're
crews.
kind of like family where, sometimes we may not always agree with each other,
right.
But we
don't.
We have different, points of view, but we still come together and
we share our problems with each other. We share our good times with each other. It's great.
Well, it's better to have more women getting into it.
It would be
into prospecting anyway, especially dredging. I mean, you don't really hear too many people of women that actually dredge. Like we have Lou and you and Carrie and couple other people that's in the site.
Yeah, Mita and stuff. But,
Wendy and them down there in Tennessee. And
But there's not. But like you said, Rich, there's just not enough. It would be nice. I would like to see some of these women, just
I keep telling
heels.
my friends, I'm like, hey, they're single gals. It's like there's a lot of men that come to these events. They're like, yeah, but you got to get dirty. And I did bring a couple of my friends once to the
they were cool.
Right, they were.
And they had
nice
a
ladies.
blast.
Yep, they got to see. Yeah, they got to see that. It's not like what's pictured on TV sometimes. You see.
Right.
And not only does she dredge, she also is not afraid to throw that weight belt on and go diving.
No.
While she's dredging too.
No, but
you'll get right down on the bottom.
But what's funny? You see these old westerns and stuff, and you see the old prospector come down out a hill with his mule, and he hasn't bathed in 3 months. And I think a lot of people see prospectors like that. Honestly, I do, and we're not like that at all. And people need to realize we're everyday people just like they are. We work right beside them, and a lot of them don't even know what we do on the weekends or when we have free time. And that's why I say nobody would ever know Kathleen was if she didn't tell them. And it would be nice, like Rich said, to see some of these women kick off their heels, jump in that creek, grab a dredge nozzle, and just have some fun and see how stress relieving it is and how much fun the people are that do prospect, how kind and warm-hearted and loving they are. I mean, that's the thing about prospectors. They're an amazing group.
And you kind of get the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
If you are somebody who, has to work a day job, can't be out mining all the time, but just to be able to have that outlet and share it with people who have the same similar interests is
right. All right,
cool.
Kathleen, hang on one second. We got a caller. Maybe they got a question for you. All right, hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Are you there, caller? Or you're not?
We didn't hear it ringing.
Oh, I know, and I don't know why it didn't ring. But I think because Skype wasn't pulled up and it just showed a little box showing a caller, and I was like, sweet. I don't know what I did.
Well, I'll tell you this much. If you ever do go, and Kathleen and Shad are there, camp beside them because she is the best cook. You talk about good Asian cooking. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and you'll notice their camper, it has a big rug and candles and lights, and it's like glamping, and it's really
next
cool.
summer, I'm going to have a diffuser.
See? with oil in it. It's
with
like
oils.
Perfect, And see, even like Sue just said in the chat room, she's been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah, Susie. I forgot about Susie.
That's right, Susie Q. We can't forget our very own
and she
Susie
meddled
Q.
the text.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
And I would never dreamed Susie's been doing it for 20 years. But she gets in there and does it and has a great time. And, and that's what we'd like to see. Just people having a good time and having fun. And, I mean, that's what it's about. It's not about the amount of gold you find because, like Kathleen said, we've spent more on our equipment than we'll probably ever make. But so what? That's life.
It's still pretty cool to know that piece of gold. It could tell a history, right? If it could tell a story of where it came from,
right?
How it got moved, and then you found that.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Here's that caller again. All right, hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Strike 2. You there, caller? Okay. Hold on. 1 second, caller. Hold on. I know
we never checked to see if it would work again.
No, I know what it was. That stupid speakers change every time. You there, caller? Every time we get done and turn the computer, shut them down or whatever, the speakers change to a different speaker. It's like, why? Why does it do that? It's another Skype issue. It's like, really, Skype? Leave it alone. That's just our little thing for Skype. A cheap plug for them. God, I hate Skype.
Let's hope they're not listening.
I hope they are. God, I hate them.
Sabotaging us.
Oh, my God. I swear they do sometimes. It's like a conspiracy against us.
Maybe the caller try to call back again.
Yeah, I think it's Ray. It's a 907 area code, so I believe it's Razor. So if it is Ray,
keep trying, Ray.
Give us a call one more time, Ray. Let's see what happens, brother. I think it'll be good this time. But then again, it's Skype, so I can't make no promises. It's good 1 minute, and then it's not. It's like, what do you do with that, I'll pull up the settings just to make double, triple sure.
Well, I've learned a lot, too, from prospecting with all you guys and all the people out there who, do come to the outings or would just see them on the creek doing their everyday thing. You pick up something new all the time. And
I'm sorry. It was Alaskan American. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, try calling back if you want Alaskan American.
Oh, Chase.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was one of our patron winners.
Yeah.
He's a double winner. He's one of mine, too.
And he's one on ours, too, on Prospector Radio one, too. Yeah.
Lucky guy.
Dang, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Used to be calling going, gee, thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah. But
he should be getting quite a collection of stuff.
for sure. Oh, and by the way, not change subject, but invoices went out for all the hats, and almost everybody is paid so far. So let's get them in so I can go and place that order.
Oh.
Okay, so we're ready to get it placed. And thanks everybody who paid their invoice already. Thank you very much. But Kathleen, you were saying you've unless you forgot where you was at, I'm sorry. If you did.
Well, I just showed Shad my handiwork because I doodle while I'm on the show, and it helps, I don't know, me concentrate, I guess. I just carved a tree in the desk.
Oh my gosh, here's the caller. One more time. Okay. All right, hello caller, are you there? See, this is weird.
It didn't work?
No, it should have.
Oh.
Maybe it's
yeah,
not.
He's saying he was trying to call. So.
Well, I answered, definitely, and it's on the right speakers, so it don't even make sense to me. Not this time. Are you there, caller? Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
There he is.
There he is. How you doing tonight?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing good. And what's your name?
Brian.
Oh, this is Brian.
From Maine.
Hey, how you doing tonight, Brian? Everything good?
Oh, I'm doing good. Yeah. I've was calling to thank everyone for the prizes off Patreon there.
Yeah.
You should go play the lottery.
I'm telling you. Jeez.
I know. I had to laugh when I saw that. It was first draw both times.
Man, oh man.
Indiana Gold Hunter and Water Buffalo.
Yep, and you won one on Prospect Radio too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I won a gold nugget a couple months ago. I think getting it in summer or something like that.
That's right.
So.
Yep, you've been lucky for sure. So did you have a question or comment about tonight's conversation?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna. Well, I think I'm trying to win Ray's bag gold right now too. I think he put a little challenge out there. So.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Where are you from, Brian? Maine?
Story or something, but. What's that?
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Alaska. I'm here spending some time in Maine now, though. So.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Oh, okay. You're the one that's stationed there, correct?
Yes.
Nice. All right, that's cool. So,
yep.
So wait, now Ray's giving away a bag of dirt with gold?
So he said. So maybe holding the task here. We'll see.
Oh, well, I don't know. Are you a Crony Club member, Brian?
Yes. I believe
okay,
so.
well, we're giving away a gram of Ray's Alaska gold this month, so.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Maybe that's what it was.
But no, speaking to I guess some of that conversation you had about getting women involved in the sport and whatnot, I think that the younger generation, we need to find a way to get those people involved too.
Great point.
You know, there's not very many younger folks coming up through the ranks,
You're
so
right.
to speak.
And
that's kind of what my goal is trying to get these people involved. You know, kids, other groups in the towns I go to.
Right.
And trying to light that fire, give them that spark.
It's all it takes, right? It's just, it's just light that fire, like you said. And once they get out there and I think actually try it, and I think that they'd be like we are. And you're right about the younger generation. I didn't even think of that. And that's where it lies. If they don't get on board with it, where will it go?
No, and I think a lot of the guys are heading in the right direction too with social media. I know it's kind of an evil word right now to the older generation, I would say, but YouTube's really reaching a lot of people as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I was just saying tonight, my 20-year-old daughter, her friends are subscribers. They think it's pretty cool. Wow, they go find gold. You can do that.
Right.
Yeah. That's honestly how I started. I grew up in Alaska, commercial fishing, and wasn't into gold at all until a little bit later. Started watching some videos on it after a couple of the guys at work wanted to get, they want to do like a boys outing, camping trip type of thing, and prospecting came up, and it never really happened. I started watching videos on it. Bought one real cheap pan, went out to the creek with my kids, and after I found, a couple shovelfuls in, first speck of gold. I mean, just a small, tiny little thing, but you couldn't miss it. You knew exactly what it was, and then it's downhill from there.
Oh yeah.
The money is in the equipment. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, definitely. I'm telling you. That's cool, though. So you remember the first time you did it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was only a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
But started with a pan, and then I had to go into production mode, and then I started prospecting everywhere I went, and ended up finding gold on the beach I grew up on. And that was kind of a poke in the side. I grew up on a beach that actually has a lot of fine gold on it, and I go back every year and prospect the beach and fish and go back to wherever I'm stationed and prospect the creeks around and try and get these kids involved and join the groups I got. And, yeah,
that's
it's just a good time.
See,
now you grew up in Alaska, you said, right?
What's that?
You grew up in Alaska, right?
I did, and I wasted my time up there.
Are you going to ever go back?
What's that?
Are you going to go back ever, or?
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing my time in the Coast Guard, running around the states, and everywhere I get, every year I go back to the family fish site, and then I'm able to prospect off my beach there as well. But
cool.
I spent a lot of time in Washington doing that beach mining in Washington, and
right.
I'm here in Maine.
Yep. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, definitely. And it's great that
Yeah,
you've
no
only
problem.
been doing this a couple years, and look what it's done to you. You're already trying to get other people involved, the younger generation and stuff like that, and it's amazing, Brian. It's really cool. I mean, you can probably vouch for like what we said. The people are the greatest.
The community is fantastic. I mean, I keep getting in trouble financially because I keep wanting more. bigger and better, and now I'm talking to Mr. Bob Drake there, and he's got me convinced I've got to get a metal detector now. So that's another couple $100 to $1,000 down.
Yeah, or even more
down Dreamer's Lane.
Or
yeah.
Hey, Chase, you can tell them, or Brian, you can tell them that hey, just join some groups, and you just automatically win all the time.
Yeah, just keep joining Patreon pages.
It is good to win. It is still good to win, but it is. Yeah, I've been lucky. I'll say that. But
Brian, how long have you been in the Coast Guard, Brian?
Oh, 12 years.
12 years. Wow. And what made you decide to go into the service? If you don't mind me asking.
How long has the show been going on? I'm going to be here another.
Oh, geez,
45 minutes.
It's that deep.
No, it's not that bad. I mean, to break it down, I got out of high school and decided I didn't want to go into debt right away, going to college.
Right.
And thought that the military was a pretty good option. 30 days of leave a year, early retirement. 20 years, and you can get out with a pension and then do something else. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's really the main reason. Go back to Alaska and take over the family commercial fishing business.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's just
what kind of fish?
Sockeye, red salmon.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Primary.
Very nice, Brian. That is cool. But like Dennis said, thank you for your service. I mean, 12 years. Is this going to be your career? I mean, are you going to stay in the Coast Guard? Is that your plan?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's the plan.
Well, way to go, brother.
I got 8 years left.
Nice. Well,
before I'm retirement eligible. So.
There you go, man. I'm telling you, that is it. That is it. But Brian, see, you're a great influence, and we're really glad you called in tonight. The phone lines are always here for people to use them, and we're glad you decided to call. Got to know a little bit about you tonight, too.
See, all walks of life.
That's right. All walks of life, definitely. That's the proof. Definitely. Brian, thank you, brother.
Well, maybe someday we could get up there to Maine, and I've never beach mined. That would be interesting.
I put the offer out there when you were doing your little your little walkabout.
Oh, the
summer.
family, National Lampoon's Family Vacation.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Mhm.
I know. I don't think the kids would appreciate us dragging them up to Maine to do some beach mining, so that would probably be a wandering buffalo trip.
Yeah. More than likely.
Well, there's no beach mining up here that I know of yet. It's all creeks.
Oh, okay.
Creek.
So.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
Brian, thanks again for being a supporter of all of our Patreon pages, and thanks for being a crony, and thanks for being a member here on Gold Prospector Space, and a listener to our show. We really appreciate it, and like I said, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Always good to hear.
Yeah, no.
You know.
Thank you. I love the show. I love what you guys do, and keep those videos coming.
Oh yeah, they'll be. They will. They'll keep spitting them out. The
yeah.
And
We got to get the hard drive fixed.
yeah, it's.
I got one as soon as
Yeah, that
the
was a
show's
bummer
over.
deal,
I've
right?
got one uploading.
Yeah, definitely. Brian, thank you, brother. Stay safe out there, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
And thanks
You too.
again. Thanks for all your service. We appreciate it.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
All right, buddy. Bye, Brian. See, that's cool.
Bob will probably end up getting him hooked on the dredge now.
First the metal detector and then the dredge. Jeez.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob. Oh, real quick before I forget, because you guys know how bad I am about forgetting, and why is my computer mouse not working? Oh, there it is. Okay. Our good friends, the Bogans, right? Mita and David. We love them. Next week, Sunday night, they're donating a gem bag and a bottle of Bogey's barbecue sauce. Your choice, spicy, regular, or honey. You get to choose. So, you got to be here to win it.
Oh, definitely the spicy.
Oh, you like the spicy?
The honey.
I want his baked beans.
I want
Those were amazing.
I want them sandwiches again that they made, that pulled pork and chicken stuff or remember the ones she made they made that night?
Philly.
They had Philly cheesesteak.
Them ones. I want another one. That was the best sandwich I ever ate. It was like, and I don't even like Philly steak sandwiches, and that just was.
I know you scarfed that down
my
like in no
God.
time.
I know. It was like, that was the best thing I ever ate. I'm telling you, that was so good.
Yeah, I think Dennis tried, but he ended up going to a burger. I guess
yeah, he
couldn't.
did. He went to a burger, but oh my God, I don't like Philly cheesesteaks, and that was amazing.
At least Dennis tried anyway.
Yeah, he did.
I did. I tried.
So yeah, be here next week. You can win a gem bag and a bottle of Bogey's.
Oh, thank you.
It's their very own barbecue
That's
sauce.
awesome.
From our good friends David and Mita Bogan. So very cool. Thank you very much.
Will the sauce be moist?
It will probably be a little moist. Usually sauce has got that moistness. It'll make your stuff moist that you put it on.
We know how Mita loves that word.
We do.
It's her favorite word.
I think she told us to use that word more often because she likes it so much. So we'll do anything for Mita. Not a problem. Yes, definitely. See, so I hope everybody liked the meet the host tonight, Kathleen Biffle. And next Sunday, we'll do it again with a different host here on the show. Because we want everybody to know who we are and what we're about and all that good stuff. So if you have any questions for us at any time, you can always contact us on Gold Prospector Space. Send us a message to our inbox. We'll get back with you, we promise. Or give us a call during the show. We don't mind hearing from you. That's for sure. Trying to think. Shad.
Don't want to miss Wednesday
That's
either.
right. West Coast Wednesday.
Kathleen has the best news.
The best news. No
The
other
best.
news can compare. It's live. It's not recorded. It is live, and it's right here.
It's live. That's right.
It's live. It's always live. There'll be no recordings here, ever. We don't believe in that. That way, when we screw up, you guys get to hear it. We want you to hear our screw-ups. That's for sure. Don't forget to check out Ed and Jess's show every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on their YouTube channel. I'm drawing a blank. Help me, guys. Oh, my God.
Let's see.
Tuesday Night Hangouts with Ed and Jess. And Dano. Don't forget.
And Dan?
And Dan. I always forget this stuff. Heck, I forgot to tell Shad to go with his metal prices and his birthdays, for God's sakes. I mean,
It's okay. You're getting old, Tim.
I know I don't like being the oldest person here on the show.
Who's older than Tim?
I know.
See, when Ron Harrison was with the crew,
I
you
know.
were safe.
It was like he's the old man. Don't listen. He's just being cranky because he,
Well, with Tim's leg being bummed, and then he'll end up having a cane, and then
oh, jeez. Oh,
Don't
come
worry,
on,
I'll get
guys.
some tennis balls for you, man. Okay.
Oh no, come on.
And you're gonna have to sell your car and get a van.
I know, and some Geritol, and
he just gets a hover round so he can still go everywhere he wants to go.
Oh, I could get me one. I
got one of those electronic scooters.
All right, Rich, that's enough of you, Rich. I don't need an electric scooter, Rich. Thank you. I'm not that old, Rich. I'm not that old.
We can put a flag on the back of it. And
all right.
Just get yourself a leather jacket and pretend you're like a biker dude.
All right.
You know?
And I'll
ride
feel,
up pride, man.
And I'll feel younger, right?
There you go.
I could stop, take my Geritol, and just move it on. That's right. That's right. God, you guys.
Age is just a number, Tim.
It is. That's the way I look at it. I don't feel like I'm as old as you guys think I am.
I don't feel I'm as old as I am.
See? We don't, and that's a good thing. See, that's what keeps us
I'm
young.
not as old as you are, though, either.
No, we know you're not. Wait, Shad's the youngest?
Shad's the baby.
Shad's
better
the
believe
baby. And then
He's just a baby.
And then it's what? Who?
Shad 24?
Who's after Shad, though? Is it...
He's 8 years younger than I am.
So it's Shad, Kathleen... Dennis,
you're still young
Rich.
too.
No, it's Rich, then Dennis, then Tim.
Shad, Kathleen, Rich, Dennis, me. God.
Well, where's Swifty fit into that?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what we need to figure out.
Well, he's younger.
Hey, are we going by shortest or
yeah,
tallest?
by height or age?
Well, if we're going shortest, it's I don't know if it's Kathleen and Swiftwater or Swiftwater and Kathleen.
I think it's Swiftwater.
You got to get him barefoot because he puts like freaking 4-inch platform heels on.
He's got wedges in his shoes. Yeah, he puts them foam wedges in his shoes to be
He's
taller.
always trying to squeeze another inch on you.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. It's like, I don't know how old Swiftwater is. Yeah.
I don't know how old he is either. I think he's older than me, though. He's a little bit older than me.
He's in his 40s, upper 40s, I believe.
I think he's like 48.
Yeah.
Is he that old?
I'm 45.
Right, that's still a youngster. But Swiftwater's 48. He might be.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's his height, 4'8".
He's got to be older than me.
I think that's what he was thinking. His height,
No,
4'8".
I think Swiftwater's in his 40s.
You think he's older,
sure.
Rich?
I would say he's probably in his late 40s.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
he acts like somebody in his late 40s.
Yeah. I mean, look at the motorcycle boots he picked up.
You're right.
That's, I mean, come on.
You're right. He had Uggs. Yeah. It's like, really? Those... Yeah, Uggs. Uggs.
Poor Scott.
Post a GIF of Uggs on his page. I wonder if he'll get that. We can't stop. We have to do these things. You know?
Well, tune in on Wednesday and you
That's
can see
right.
He figured it out.
That's right. West Coast Wednesday.
I highly doubt it.
I doubt it too. We should
listen to the show.
That's right. You know.
Well, and here's the thing, though. We don't discuss what we did right now, right?
No.
Because he now purposely will go to the very end of the show.
Yeah.
On either Spotify, iTunes, Spreaker, million ways to do it. He'll go to the end of the show to hear what we were talking about.
We said
now, Scott, if you're listening, you got to go back and find it.
Yeah, now you're actually going
to listen to the whole thing. Now.
Yeah, you're going to have to research something he don't
beginning.
do. Yeah, research, Scotty boy. Yeah.
Kathleen, when did you graduate?
I graduated in 1991.
Oh, wow.
Well, something on his site, it says work in education. It says class of 2015.
No.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
There's
Barbecue.
no way.
Yeah, barbecue class maybe, but not.
Yeah.
Not school class.
Santa Cruz, California.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I can attest, in 1991, I think I was either in 4th or 5th grade.
You just stop. He likes to play that game. He likes to play that game.
I can't remember which.
I probably babysat for him.
That's funny.
Comment there.
I robbed the cradle.
Oh, that's okay. You guys are awesomest couple ever. Yeah, it's so cool. That is the greatest. Man. So, yeah, I mean, did we cover everything?
I think so.
I think so.
I've been trying to rack my brain of how we can do a thing where, because from talking tonight with Kathleen and then, you know, our caller, about that first speck of gold.
Okay.
You know, that you ever found.
Okay.
How big was it?
God.
I know ours was like
Mine
microscopic.
was so
Mine
little.
was fly poop.
And we were so excited.
It looked like glitter.
Yeah, right. And it's so excited over it. Yeah, we'll have to do that, Shad. Maybe we could pull that in on a Wednesday if you want. You guys let me know how you want to do it. We'll start having people call in, tell us what
Yeah,
if
we'll
they
save
remember.
it for another show,
Yes.
but that's something I was thinking about, because I think it's cool. I mean, that's the moment where everyone seems to have gotten hooked.
It was.
Oh.
You know?
Just from that
It wasn't some ginormous nugget.
No.
Not even something you could really hold. Well, maybe some people, because, you know, they're
Right.
lucky. But
Not in Ohio.
No, right, not in Ohio. No, not us. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. See how easy it is? We come up with these things, and we like our listeners to let us know what they want us to talk about, too. I mean, we try to cover everything. But if you have questions or something like that next week, give us a call. We'll be here. We'll take your call. We love hearing from our listeners. So I guess we'll just go ahead and wrap it up if we've covered everything. I think so. It's 9:30, so we'll just call it a night. We want to thank everybody. I'm going down the hallway.
you need to get little effects of you walking now.
You're right. That was
Yeah, like those.
I'm down. I'm coming back.
Walking down a hallway.
I'm back from that long journey down the hallway.
Or just get like a scooter sound, like you're.
Oh, that's awesome. That would be a good one. Be right back.
Or the thump of a cane.
Yeah.
Well, see,
my God.
Tim, if you had a cane, you could put like something on there, like to touch your screen for your computer on the other end or whatever. And you'll never have to move again.
Oh my God, you're right, Shad. I'm going to get me one of them grabbing things where I can reach and grab stuff. So maybe I can get one that's got the rubber tip on it that I can push the button.
Well, I'm sure. Just get a hold of Swiftwater. He's probably got hundreds of them.
He probably does. Yeah, because right. How else can you get stuff out of the cabinets?
Wow. I don't need that. I just point to it and Shad gets it down for me.
But Scott probably has such a hard time turning water on and off, and we don't realize
my God.
how hard it is for Swiftwater. Yeah.
Poor Scott.
You know,
He probably has that. He probably has that thing where you go, and it turns on, and then
probably.
turns off.
I bet.
Clap on, clap
Yep,
off.
the clapper.
All right.
I mean, he shops in the kids section for granimals, so it's like, hey, it's our Swiftwater. So remember, everybody, homework: Captain Morgan pictures or Uggs, we don't care.
Oh!
But what, Dennis? What?
No.
What? Did you have something?
No,
We gave it away.
You weren't going to say anything.
Oh, darn it! I forgot. Shoot. I just wanted to remind everybody. Oh, dang it. See, that's what happens when you get old. You forget. I forgot that quick.
See?
I forgot that quick.
See?
God, see? Jeez. No means no.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at it?
Let's look at that.
Look at it.
All right, everybody. We're out of here until Wednesday. Come back and listen to us. We'll be here 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good night.
Look.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.